What's going on, guys, and welcome back to LOI TV. Now today we're going to be doing a preview and prediction video for the third Dublin derby of the season at Dalymount Park between Bohemians and Shamrock Rovers. But before we jump into the video, guys, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, OneFootball. First of all, I'd like to thank them for sending us a little package out, including this little t-shirt here. Nice little number. They also sent us out this scarf. Just is a bit of alright, like, it's nice enough. What's it say on it? It says, "We tell the world's football story." So that's a nice little scarf they sent out to us. Thanks very much for that. And the last thing they sent us out was just one of these yokes, Joe. One of them for your phone, like just a little flick yoke. So it's really cool of OneFootball to send us out those two bits and pieces, and the app is actually fantastic, guys. If you want to stay up to date with all the transfers going on this transfer window, you need to check out the OneFootball app. If you even just look at this, you'll see every single transfer that's gone through over the whole summer. It's just so handy just to flick through it. They cover everything over 106 leagues worldwide, including the League of Ireland, so make sure to check out the OneFootball app in the link in our description below. The app is available to download on iOS and Android. Now let's discuss this Dublin derby. A Dublin derby is always a special occasion, but this year they feel even more significant because both teams are playing for so much. The home side Bohemians find themselves in third place, battling for a Europa League spot, which would be a great achievement for the side. As for Shamrock Rovers, they're challenging Dundalk at the top of the table and need to keep up their momentum, especially after a disappointing 2-2 draw with Derry City in their previous fixture. Bohemians come into this game off the back of an unconvincing 5-3 win over bottom side Finn Harps. We always say it on this channel, but for Dublin derbies, form completely goes out the window. This is the third Dublin derby of the season. In the previous two games, they've been both 1-0 wins for Bohemians at the Dalymount Park and at the Tallaght Stadium. The last time out at Tallaght Stadium, the first half was an absolutely insane watch. 2 players sent off for Shamrock Rovers within the first half. Kind of killed the game for the second half, 11 against 9, and kind of petered out a little bit towards the end. But 2 great results for Bohemians. They currently are 10 points behind Shamrock Rovers, so this is a good opportunity to just shorten that gap. As for Rovers, they've been really good this season. They've had a couple of hiccups here and there, but on the most part they've been very impressive. They've been linked with a lot of big signings this summer, including the likes of David McMillan, Andy Boyle. We're going to do an LOI transfer show next week and talk about it all more in depth, but there's some really exciting rumours going on about both clubs actually. It's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. Rovers could strengthen a few areas if they really want to push past Dundalk. You can see Dundalk's squad and it is very strong, so if Rovers want to really leap ahead of them in this title race, I think they do need 1 or 2 at least signings just to really strengthen their side. As for Bohs in this game, I think they're missing a lot of their back four. Dinny Corcoran obviously out injured, their top goal scorer, which is never a good sign. Ryan Swan has been doing well recently. I think he scored twice against Finn Harps last time out, so he does seem like a suitable replacement for Dinny. But as for their back four, I think Darragh Leahy was in the under-21 squad playing in Toulon in the tournament. He won't be ready for the game, I don't think. I think Derek Pender's out injured. I think Cornwall's out injured as well. So it's not ideal for Bohs to have these injuries at both ends of the pitch. As for Shamrock Rovers' team news, I believe Aaron McAnuff and Sam Boner have both been ruled out for this game, which is a bit of a blow for them. I believe Sean Cavanagh's back in the squad though, and he's back fully fit. That's a bit of a boost on the left hand side of the pitch. Rovers have a lot less injury concerns coming into this game, and they've got that injury in Aaron McAnuff. That's probably the position in their team that did the most strength and depth, so it isn't the worst place to have an injury to a player, although he is obviously a huge player for them. When I sat down to try and predict this game, I looked at a lot of things, and I hate predicting this game because it's so difficult. I constantly get stick from Bohs fans because I usually have picked against Bohs in the past, but this time I just don't know, because Bohs, despite all the odds in the past, have come away with all 3 points, or a point. I think they drew once last year. But with this many injury problems, I just don't know, like, it's such a tough one to predict. They always do come flying out of the traps, because Bohs do have a bit of strength and depth at the back especially. They've got a couple of players, Aaron Barry and the likes of them, Paddy Kirk at left back coming in to replace the players. Of course Andy Lyons as well has been a really impressive young player for them this season. But it is a bit of a loss to have that back four taken out of your side. I know I'm going to get stick for it in the comments, but I just can't see past Shamrock Rovers in this one, unless similar setting to the last one where they lose their heads and lose their discipline and get a player or 2 sent off or something along those lines. This streak of them losing to Bohs cannot last forever, surely. So I think it could be the chance for Rovers to do it, considering the injury problems that Bohs have. Although Dalymount Park is an absolute fortress and it's such a tough place to go, especially for Shamrock Rovers, with the fans and the Jody stand behind them. It's just such a tough game to predict. But I'm going to say that there's not going to be too many goals in this game. I'm going to see it only going 1 goal either way, and I'm predicting a 1-0 Shamrock Rovers win. I know Bohs fans are going to give me stick in the comments, they always do, but I just don't see, with the injury problems they have and the lack of that potent goal scorer up top. Ryan Swan, he's a young lad, you could find it a bit overwhelming in a Dublin derby. I think it'd probably be his first one starting, So I just see Shamrock Rovers having a little bit too much for them. But what do I know? I could be completely wrong. I usually am when predicting this game. What do you make of my prediction, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Also leave your predictions in the comments below for all the games for this weekend. Make sure to like the video, share, and most importantly, subscribe.